Hello everyone, welcome to another quick edition of Bitcoin Technical Update. This is the Crypto Cowboy that's not a cowboy. It's May 6th at about 1:05 Chicago time. Um, let's do a quick recap on what we've talked about on last video. We are still monitoring this movement up since December lows into the orange wave count, which goes 1, 2. We are in the middle of this wave 3, pull back in 4, and another move up in 5 before a larger correction begins, if it does. All right, for right now, we are definitely focused on this wave 3. If you watch all my videos, I think we've started talking about the bull case somewhere around down here. The market has been cooperating and it's been going up ever since. I think on the last video, we've talked about this wave 3 being over or not yet. I've decided to secure this wave 3. If I go on the subdivisions here, and I'm going to go to a 6-hour chart, you will see kind of how I have this counted as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I think this wave 3 blue is complete. If we compare the size of this wave 4 as an ABC down with the size of this wave 2, they're pretty similar. I would have maybe liked this wave 4 to be a little longer in time to compare with wave 2, but it's not what I like, it's what the market gives us. So we made new highs since then, and then we passed above 56.34 highs, and now the market is at about 57.77. So what I think is going on here, if we are securing this wave 3 here, we pull back in 4, now we need a 5-wave move up to complete the last wave 5 of the larger degree 3. Okay, so what I'm looking for right now is I'm looking to see if I can get an equality in length between wave 1 blue and wave 5 blue, and I think this equality, by my measurements, it's coming at about 63.15 area. So we still have a little bit more to go to complete this wave 5. If this is indeed a 5th wave, okay, the market can keep going, and this can morph into a larger pattern. We can count this several ways, but for right now, this will be kind of my minimal target, what I will look for this wave 5 to complete. If I go down to a 3-hour chart, and I'm looking at the subdivision of this wave 4 here, right? I'm considering this wave 1 after I think all the Tether drama was kind of down on this drop here, right? And the market just brushed it off to the side. We have an ABC down, that's the wave 4, and then we kind of rised quickly back up in 1. We did an ABC flat in 2, and now we can count here a 1, 2, 3, a larger 4. However you want to divide this, but you can kind of clearly see that this is a 5-wave move going up, and I think this is the wave 5. This was a wave 4 pullback, and then a 5th wave to complete this 3, and now we're pulling back into this wave 4. So what I'm looking for is this wave 4 to kind of match the correction size of this wave 2, and I think we still have a little bit further down to go. And if I decompose this wave 4, you can see that we can kind of go as a triangle where we go A, B, C, D, and then we should get a pullback in E. It could be a very short pullback, or we could extend a little bit more and then shoot up higher. So it's always tricky to call the end of a triangle, because triangles are notorious for choppiness and extended moves. So I'm not here to say we're gonna finish on May 7th or on May 8th or even on May 9th. The idea behind this is the fact that I'm still looking for a move higher once this is complete, and it could be already complete. It could be just a simple flat where you just go down into an ABC or a WXY, and now we're starting to move higher. But my confidence will grow that this move is higher once we pass above the wave B high here, right at about 59.02. We've targeted this area about 3 times, and once we punch through it, then obviously the confidence will grow, that will go higher. So this is what's going on in Bitcoin, and I'm making those regular chart updates on a 4-hour chart, and I think I'm doing that on Bitfinex. And let me just kind of quickly take you up there, and I think we're going, and it's up here, right? So you can see these are kind of all my updates. I'm gonna go. I don't even know how to do this. I think I go to ideas or whatever. Oh, I go here, and then this should pull down a chart, and then you can see all my updates, the ideas published. And, all right, I think I screwed this up a little bit, but anyway, you know, this is where I'm getting with kind of seeing. Here we go. Maybe now it's going to pull up. But I'm doing here about regular updates on the chart about every 5-6 hours. I don't do them over the weekend, but you can kind of see how I'm just presenting this, and then I do a small commentary about what I think is going on with the price action and where we're seeing we're going. So you can kind of see all these updates here being done constantly. So if I just go back to my charts, so this is that triangle that I'm looking for it to be finished, and then for a kind of terminal move into a wave 5 to complete that larger 3. Now what's going to happen after that's over, and I'm going to go to a daily chart. So let's say that we're going to hit those targets at about 63.15, right? You can see kind of what the big area of support we had right here before the market dropped in November. So this level here kind of coincides with this big support. So sometimes it's funny how the markets work together, and the support levels and the wave counts kind of they are similar, and they align themselves into strong zones. So this way you can see why this area would be obviously of an extreme importance for Bitcoin. And if we are punching through it very strongly, that's going to be a big indication that that this market is very strong. Another thing I expect is a lot of shorts that are in this market are still holding onto their positions the moment we are punching through this very strong support that used to be, and now it's resistance. Those shorts are going to capitulate, and it can fuel a very, very strong rally to the top side, maybe even towards 8,000-9,000 area. Okay, so we got to monitor what's happening into these levels. We are a little bit in the late stage of the rally, so I would just advise for caution. I'm still bullish. I'm still waiting for the price to get higher, but just kind of be cautious around this area. Okay, one thing I wanted to show you before I let you go, I want to go to the candles, and I just want to kind of talk about the way these candles look. And for right now, there is no indication here that the market is turning bearish, right? You have none of this big black candles coming down. That's not to say that one might not appear, but for right now, it has not. Okay, so I think we are on a weekly chart right here. If I go onto a monthly, you can see how the last 3 months were bullish, especially the last month, and now we are starting the month of May, but we are approaching those 6,300 levels, but the bulls are still in control. So going back to a week, we are just in the beginning of the week, so we are consolidating, and this is a very strong bullish engulfing candle. If the bulls are strong, they should next, even if it's a little bit more pullback, we can kind of push and see if we can push up through this line and just pass above this level. But take a look at the candle of this week, and the way it's going to look. It might be an indication of what's going on here. If we get a very strong push higher and followed by a pullback, and we get a wick kind of like this candle right here, right, then the prices have been rejected, and the possibility of a stronger pullback into a wave 4. If you go, for example, into this kind of Elliott wave chart, if we're pushing up through here and then we get into this wave 4, which should match the size of this wave 2, then you have an indication that the market is going to pull back, and you just got to be patient for this wave to be over if you're a bull. If you want to short this, that's up to you. But I always hate when I see, and I'm honest on this mistake too, because I've done it before. I always kind of cringe when I see people trying to short a market that's bullish without any indication from any of the candlestick charts on the larger time frames that are telling you that the market is turning. Okay, so unless you have a signal that the market is bearish, and it's going to turn, or it's turning, why would you throw money in front of a train? I mean, you got to wait for a signal, right? This was a signal right here. It would tell you that the market is being rejected, okay? This here was another signal, you know? So for right now, all you can see up here is white candles going up, right? There's no indication that this market is turning at any point, right? We got to wait for that to happen, and then, you know, you can open shorts. There's going to be plenty of time to short, but unless you want to catch the top tick, which is a, you know, foolish game, you know, you're going to have plenty of chances to short this market back into a retracement. So just, you know, this is just a little trading advice that I, you know, have over the years, but I mean, it's up to you. So this is what I see for right now in Bitcoin. So I'm waiting as a, you know, to resume here. I'm just waiting for the final push up higher, see what happens at the 6,300 levels. If we're going to get a rejection and pull back into a wave 4, we'll deal with it then. Okay, until next time, you guys have a great trading weekend. You know, if you want to monitor those updates in the other side, that's fine. If you like the content, give me some thumbs up. Any suggestions, any comments, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be talking to you soon. Thanks.